Prepare for Gundam Evolution Esports.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony Vitale from Bandai Namco Esports here on the Gundam Evolution Esports team. And we're here to play a little bit of gameplay, and we want to actually show you what we're doing in terms of making more and more content for the Gundam Evolution Esports channels. And I'm actually joined by one of our Gundam Evolution Esports content creators, Duunmuir. So hey Duunmuir, how's it going?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really good. I appreciate you joining me today. We wanted to take a chance to sit down with you since we wrapped up the showdown a couple of weeks ago and just play a couple of games together and get an idea of how things have been going in terms of the game.
All right, sounds good to me. I'm sure there's lots and lots we can talk about.
So let's jump into a casual match here. I just added Duunmuir to my party and we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. Firstly, I think we should talk about what we're going to be playing. I know that you have a preference to lean a little bit towards the tankier characters. Are you going to be jumping on Sazabi this game?
You know, since you said it, I feel like I'll do that.
Very cool. I think we need some strong tank play. I know that that's a really important part of having a strong team, is having a really strong tank.
Definitely is.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be jumping on RX-78 myself.
Very good choice.
Yeah, I want to show off my network test skin because I, made sure to spend a bunch of time to earn it. So let's see if I can get RX-78. Looks like I did.
Show off your nice little exclusive network test skin. There you go.
And my exclusive stamp and gun skin. I think we're ready to go. So yeah, Duunmuir, I'm actually super curious. You just finished the showdown a couple of weekends ago. I know that was a really exciting chance to play with some other content creators. How did that go for you?
It was honestly a super, super exciting experience. I mean, the result wasn't exactly how we would have wanted, but it ended up being really good. Just to play with all these big content creators and just to get to hop into a VC and chat and just see how the game can be competitively was really, really, really great.
Awesome. I know that you had played in other competitive FPSs before. Did you recognize any of the other names in the showdown from that scene besides Surefour?
From that scene, no, but of course we had people that were in the Gundam Evolution scene early on, like Stolly and X-Ray. But otherwise, I hadn't really noticed any of them.
I think Stolly and X-Ray are both showing their skills in terms of grinding as well. So we definitely appreciate a shout out there. Since they were both top 100 closed network players, I also wanted to share that Duunmuir was also one of the top 100 closed network test players as well. And so, no shortage of skills here on the Gundam Evolution Esports channel for sure. I did want to give you an opportunity to let us know, what kind of content have you been making lately, and what are you looking forward to showing the community in the scene that's anxious to see your Gundam Evolution content?
I've been doing a little bit of everything, to be completely honest. Making sure I get the nice new news covered, make sure I'm talking about guides for characters, recommendations for which ones you should end up picking up, just general gameplay clips, but lots of things that I've covered. The things that I've been most excited to do though was the coaching content. It's been something I really, really wanted to do, something I really liked from the other scenes that I was involved with. Just watching some content creators tackle some gameplay from some of their viewers and help them out with things that they're struggling with. That's been really, really, really fun for me overall.
That's exciting to hear. Did you get any maybe newer players reaching out to you?
I've had some newer players who don't quite have the experience with the game yet, and they hop in and they're like, "Hey man, I've only been playing shooters for about a week now, but I feel like I'm struggling. Like, what can I do different?" And I do it for my videos, my regular videos, where I talk about the game from a variety of different skill levels, because we obviously want to facilitate everyone's growth. We have some beginner videos, why I made a beginner guide, but just for the actual coaching content, there's always people from all sorts of levels asking.
Yeah, I find that really interesting. The players that are the most that are the most successful are the ones that no matter what their level of skill is, they're looking for an opportunity to get better. Even getting perspectives from other players, yeah. So I'm glad to hear that you're kind of starting to dip into a little bit of coaching content as well. I think the fans would be really excited to see how they can get better from watching those videos too.
Oh, definitely.
So we originally recorded a So You Want to Be a Pilot video with you a couple of weeks ago, and that ended up being really popular. And we know that there were some of those tips, including making sure that you play the objectives. And so we just destroyed the first set of objectives here on Lunar Comm Station. Now we're moving towards the second set of objectives. And knowing how important that tip is, how has those tips kind of come into play for you while you're ranking up on the ranked ladder?
Honestly, the basics, you know, they're the basics, right? They seem simple, but it's the core fundamentals of the game. They're the basics for the reasons. If you don't have those down and you won't consistently take advantage of them, you won't be able to win your games well enough. People tend to think that it's like, you know, these fancy tricks that you need to do. For example, with people when they're aiming, they think, oh, I need to be able to hit these crazy flick shots. But honestly, it's all about consistency. And it's the same thing with understanding the basics. So in my games, I'm always trying to be more careful with my positioning, with just paying attention to what's going on around me. And with doing that, it's helped me climb a lot.
Awesome. Have you been finding any teammates that you want to rank with more often?
Oh, definitely. Finding some new people, finding some old people who I've known from before who are pro players and other top level players has been really exciting. It's always great to play in these sort of serious and competitive situations just because of, honestly, the camaraderie and just the high skill application of ability has been really excellent, and it's just honestly one of the most fun things you can do in a game like this.
Has your approach to how you play changed now that the game is out and that you've had a chance to play it for a little while here, the last few days?
It's mostly the same, but I can't say entirely different. There's always little things that you're picking up and you're just like, wow, I hadn't even thought about that. There's always things like that. So partially, I guess I could say.
That makes sense. I think we're always constantly evolving as players and picking up new things from other players as well. So playing with new players always gives you that opportunity to learn a little bit more about yourself and how your play fits in with the team.
Gundam Evolution Esports.